Hello there and welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time here with me. Today's reading is about encouragement and support for all of us, but particularly of those who resonate with terms like Starseed, Lightworker, Intuitive, to name a few. I personally resonate with quite a few of these terms, and I wish there were more people around who could understand and support me. So this is my way of giving back to those of us who feel so misunderstood, even to the point of feeling like maybe an outsider, a weirdo, or a misfit within what we call normal society, right? So enjoy, and I hope this is very helpful for you. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And don't forget, hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Thanks. As you can see, there are 4 objects laid out before you. The first one here is Prehnite. Take a look at that. Okay. The second one here is an Ammonite. It kind of has an iridescent look to it. Okay. The third one is a piece of petrified wood. And the last one here is a sand dollar. Okay. So these are the 4 items you can choose from: 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now all you have to do is pick one of them or more if you like, and this will allow you to find out your personal message. There is no right or wrong way to pick, but if you are having difficulty choosing, I suggest you pause this video and close your eyes for a second and breathe. You can meditate for a moment if you want, and then when you're ready, open your eyes and see which object or objects draws your attention first. All right, see you at your reading. Hello there, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. You picked the Prehnite. It's a pretty stone. Okay, let's get started. All right, Spirit, tell me about group number 1 and how we can give some encouragement and support. What does group number 1 need to know, please, Spirit? All right, first we have Ashtar, number 36. So this card is about stepping up and taking a leadership role. And as you can see, there is like a UFO up here. So this is saying that the light beings, the star beings, are guiding you, are above you, are watching you, not in a creepy way, but they're there and they're guiding you. And if you choose to see the light and choose to go forward, they're going to support you and encourage you to do that. And with the wolves on here being the leader of the pack. So if you have a group of friends, a social group, even work, family, this is the universe, the light beings, spirit telling you it's time to step up and take a role that either has been presented to you or will be here shortly in the future. Next we have Sacred Geometrics, number 37. All right. So this card, Sacred Geometrics, is referring to science, numbers, math, logic, using logical thinking, reasoning to work through ideas or problems or situations or conflict. So this is definitely encouragement for you to step up and, like I said, with taking the lead and now using your analytical scientific mind to take the steps forward to do that, or to solve problems, like I said, or to resolve conflict. This is definitely the universe or your star family backing you up and encouraging you, because you already have it. Whether you consciously know this or not, you have a certain kind of logic or a certain way of looking at numbers or mathematics or science. You have a scientific mind or scientific way of approaching something. This will do wonders and help you out a lot in this leadership type role, and it's needed. Not that the spiritual aspect or the emotional aspect isn't important. This is just an emphasis on using your logical, analytical, reasoning mind to go forward with this. Because when you have to step up and take lead, yes, that can be scary and emotions can take over, right? And make it to where you might not take that step. But know that those feelings of fear, anxiety, maybe depression, those are all temporary. You'll have to take a step, even if it's a baby step. It's like taking that risk, right? You're stepping out, you're putting your toes into the water to see how cold it is. Just start there and keep taking those baby steps, and you'll gain more confidence so that you can fit into that leadership role or role of authority over somebody or something, a group, a project, whatever this is referring to for you. All right, let's pick some more cards. Spirit, what else does group number 1 need to know? How can you support them, encourage them? Oops. Help them not feel so alone. All right, we have authentic truth. This is your authentic truth. Whatever you need to be, whatever is being put in front of you that's challenging you to step up, it's your truth to be this person. And I also think that this feels like take some time to go within to find your authentic truth so that you can step into that role. So you're not stepping into that role not sure of who you are or where you're at, or at least sure enough to know that you're ready to take that step. So authentic truth, go within. Your star family is right there. You can maybe even contact them, talk with them, depending on your beliefs and capabilities. But to find that authentic truth, because having that, no matter who challenges you when you step into that role, you have that, right? You have that foundation. I think that's what the important message is here for that. Next, we have variance. Okay. Variance. What comes to mind with this card, and this person's in a meditative pose, so that also helps confirm for me that you take some time to go within, right, to get that authentic truth. But this also speaks to me about, there's a little, maybe what you think right now is your authentic truth, there's a little variance on that maybe you're not aware of or haven't looked at. And I think with going within to find that authentic truth, you're going to see a little bit of variance, or maybe you've grown a little since the last time you've kind of really stepped in and known like the solidity of who you really are, what you stand for, what you believe, what you want, how you want to lead, that kind of thing. I think this is Spirit saying when you go within to look for that authentic truth, there's a little variance. And I think with each situation too, it's saying there's a little variance, and be flexible. Be flexible about going forward with certain things, with your authority, with your leadership role. Make sure to try to look at all perspectives that are involved, because it's going to vary how you make choices about certain things. All right, let's move on to the next set. What else can you give to group 1 that is a positive, supportive message, please? Spirit, universe. More words of encouragement for group number 1, please. We have peace. A peaceful solution is on its way. Okay, so this confirms my feeling or thought about there's some kind of conflict, some kind of problem that needs to be resolved, but it's on its way, and it has to do with stepping up into that leadership role. So the conflict could just simply be within yourself. Do you take this position or not? Do you take this role? It could be as simple as that. That's kind of making it hard for you to choose, because you know that logical part of you says, yes, this is the way to go, but an emotional part of you has a little bit of fear towards this, is trying to hold you back. It's like ego is trying to keep you in your box where you're comfortable. And this is requiring you to step outside of your comfort zone and present yourself and express yourself and be there for everyone to see. And I can feel like that's a little unnerving. I totally get it. But the universe, your star family, spirit, whatever your beliefs are definitely backing you, definitely wanting you to take those steps, encouraging you, because this is the way of happiness and contentment for you. Next, is Athena. Your superheroic odyssey is admired. You're going to be really admired, and you're going to be a big deal, with whether this is like being a boss at work, like I said, a leader of a club or a social group, even leading your family. Maybe you've become the person that everybody looks up to help make decisions for the entire family, which is, whether it's your immediate family, your small group, or maybe you're the head of your larger family, right? Including aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, on a bigger scale. Either way, you're the one looked up to. You're the one that's going to lead and say which way to go. And you're going to be the boss, but a superheroic odyssey. So I think this is something you're really, really going to be recognized for once you go through. I mean, like I said, take baby steps to get where you need to get to, face your fears. And then when you get there, I think you're going to be so respected and admired. It's going to surprise you, because I'm feeling like this is shocking or surprising that it can get to this. It's like you had no idea. You were so afraid. It's like at this point, I'm looking back, I'm like, I was so afraid to even step up, and here I am now. So look forward to that. That's why it's so exciting, and why Spirit is like, keep going, go forward. You are going to be very happy and fulfilled, and absolutely look back with hindsight and be like, yeah, I did the right thing. I made the right choice. All right, let's pick some more cards. All right, Spirit, Universe, Star Family, tell us more about Group 1. What else can you tell us? For Group 1, please, Spirit. All right, we have the Winged Messenger creation. Spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. Okay. So you do have a spiritual connection, obviously, especially with, the flying saucer here with the wolves, right? You've got a connection to star beings. You have a spiritual connection, and while here on Earth and choosing to be that leader, stepping up to be that leader, they're encouraging you to keep that analytical, logical mind set. Don't forget about the spiritual aspect, because this is where your creativity comes from. There is a certain flow, and there's even like this card has like an angel on it. So even not just star family, star beings, but I would say angels are around you as well, helping. Who knows? Maybe they are star beings too. But there is a creativity, a great creativity, and it's also underneath the authentic truth here. Under your authentic truth, really going within and really knowing who you are, what you stand for, helps with creating, helps with bringing ideas into physical form, so that you can get things accomplished for you or the group you're leading. Next, we have Ecopus, the Seer Visionary. I chart the stars, signs, and symbols to craft magic. You're visionary. That's why you're such a good leader and a boss, even a hero, right? The superheroic. And this is under variance. So This also makes me think that you have multiple ways of seeing the future or perceiving the future or perceiving a current situation. Let's say you're asked to listen to a conflict between family members or co-workers or subordinates, and you're asked to listen and come up with a solution to help these two people work together better. You have different ways of coming to conclusion or coming to creative ways of coming up with solutions to problems and conflicts. And that's one of the reasons why you're such a good leader and why Spirit is encouraging you and pushing you almost. I feel like there's almost like I'm being nudged, like you got to go forward, you got to do this. There's an excitement. But you can create magic, and that's part of the draw or the recognition that you personally have to those people that are under you. I feel like you could be almost worshipped like a god, and that's going to stroke the ego and not in the way that I want. I just want you to understand that you have a lot of magic, a lot of power, and you can do a lot of good for the group of people that you're going to be put in charge of, or if it's just a project that you're being in charge of, to delegate, to do all the things that a leader or boss needs to do. All right, let's get some more cards. All right, Spirit, tell me more about group number 1. What else do they need to know? What else can help them move forward with this? The moon. Okay. So the moon can be about dreams, psychic abilities, and you've got stuff like visions and magic here. And with authentic truth and variance, it's easy to get caught up in illusion. So with this card with the step up and lead and a peaceful solution is on the way, I think this is a reminder to make sure that you may have to multiple times go within, right, and meditate or do what it is that you need to do to go within to find the truth, to make sure you're not following any illusions or you dispel anything that isn't authentic truth to you when working with this. And that's where you'll find some peace as well. Next, we have the devil, which is funny because I was talking about ego, and the devil card can be a lot about giving into ego, following ego too much, and it's under the superhero card and the logical mind. So, but at the same time, and if you look at the picture here too, these people are being not squished, but overburdened by, I want to say, ego type of ideas, ego type desires, addictions, and things of that sort. So I feel like this is just these cards, especially with the moon and the devil here, they're cards of just watch out, warnings that it's easy to let ego take over, and then you can start thinking that you're such a big deal, but you might be biting off more than you can chew in a way. Like, it can be off-putting if you go too far with it. And so I think that's all this is really talking about, is don't let your ego run everything, because with the logical, like I said, using your logical, rational thinking, that's more in the ego realm versus emotional, spiritual realm, which could be closer to your higher self versus your physical self. Next, we have the Eight of Cups. All right, Eight of Cups. This card, the picture doesn't match what I really think of Eight of Cups, although it can be. It's Eight of Cups is about walking away from something emotional. And it's under the authentic truth here. So, and especially since the variance card is next to that authentic truth, like I said earlier, what you think is the authentic truth right now, this very moment, isn't necessarily what is the authentic truth if you go within today. I think maybe you've grown, something has happened, something has changed, or this situation, having to decide whether you're going to step up or not, has changed some things about how you think about yourself, how you see yourself, presenting to the world, how you see yourself expressing. And so I think by going within and finding that new variable, authentic truth, not variable, but there is an authentic truth, and it's varied from what you thought, there is some kind of emotional aspect to let go of. And with that, right there, that winged messenger, creation, spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. Releasing some old idea or belief helps you with creativity and the flow and letting it come in, because there's something that you're taking as truth that isn't, and that can be a block or a barrier or a wall from letting real true creativity just flow through you. And that's part of your magic. That's part of your appeal to people, as a person, as a leader, as a visionary. You may even be aware of getting messages from the higher realms, from spirit, from your star family. And when you can really line up with your authentic truth, that can really, really flow very, very, very easily. And next we have Seven of Wands. So this is a lot about taking the higher ground, standing your ground, not letting other people push you off your pedestal. It's something that you've earned. So again, with visionary and variance. So what variance can be with this too is, I think maybe you'll have to consider how people vary and their opinions. And so while somebody might support a decision you're making, 10 minutes later, they won't support it. So there's dealing with that too. And I think that that's letting you know to, if you really feel, if you have gone within, know your authentic truth, and you really feel about a stance about what you think or believe about a certain situation, event, relationship, person, with all of this, stand your ground. You know, you've done the work to go within, and you know what you really think and feel and believe. And other people can be wishy-washy and vary on their opinions and might pull you in one direction and then pull you in another direction. So just stand your ground. I think that's what that card is talking about there. All right, let's get one final card. One last piece of advice, please, for group number 1, Spirit, Universe, Star Family. One last piece of advice. One last message. Okay, that's the artwork. It says reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. I think that speaks with that authentic truth, speaks to that, right? Make sure your reflection is accurate as best as you can. And when it says see all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. So that would be the person that kind of like irritates you the most, right? That's the person that you wish they were different, or you could just do something to change, because typically that means there's either a behavior or an attitude that you don't like about somebody is because there's a part of you that is like that too, and you recognize it. So that's part of reflecting yourself, making sure you have the honest reflection and being authentically true to yourself. So while you're going to be very successful in this role, this reading is talking about Don't get drawn away by illusions. Don't let your ego take over. Be sure to let go of old ideas and beliefs that don't work, that aren't part of your authentic truth anymore. And stand your ground when you know you're right. You are magic. You are visionary. You're a superhero in someone's eyes. And peace will come. And you'll have to keep revisiting, making sure that you're in your authentic self, revisiting your reflection. And that's part of that variance, and that's part of growth, and that's will help keep you in your position, and people praising you and appreciating you and coming to you for advice. Okay, group number 1, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste. Hello there, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. You picked the Ammonite here. I really like this fossil. I love how I don't know if you can see, but it has iridescent look to it. All right, well, let's get started anyway. Okay, Spirit, let us know about group number 2, please. Words of encouragement and support. Help us on our way. What does group number 2 need to know, please, Spirit? All right, first we have Merope. It's a star in the Pleiadian constellation. And we have galactic core. All right. Okay, so Merope is about cutting cords. It's about letting something die that no longer serves and works. Whether that be a job, a relationship, a situation, a project, something needs to be let go and dropped. Galactic core is about self. It's about returning to the center, the core of time, of consciousness, of your being, like a timeless place. So with these 2 cards, it's like your star family, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it. It's asking you, it's time to let go of something. It's like death of one thing or letting go of something to make room for something new, a new opportunity. In the meantime, so it's like going into the void. In the meantime, Spirit is saying, take care of yourself, spend time with yourself, whatever that means. Get away from the things that cause you stress, social media or news. Do something else that is more personal. If you have a hobby that you haven't done for a while, going out in nature, going for a walk, meditating, yoga, anything. Get your hair cut. Go have a spa day. Whatever is going to help you feel cared for and nurtured by yourself. Because it feels like with letting go of something, I think you know what you need to let go of. There's an emptiness and there's a void, and you just don't want to feel that or see that or experience that. But Spirit is saying it's time and it's necessary. I feel hesitation. I feel apprehension, anxiety, worry. But these things are temporary because you're afraid of the unknown. Step forward and let go of what you need to let go of. Create space for something new, for something better, and take care of yourself in the process while you feel like you're in this void or this blank or a clean slate. Let's get some more cards. Spirit, tell us more about group number 2, please. Oops. What other words of advice do you have for group number 2, please? I can't find the right. There we go. All right, meditation. Okay, that is something that I brought up earlier. Spirit is saying this is going to be something that's very, very helpful and very, very good for your self-care and what you need right now. It'll allow you to access your heart space, your heart chakra, and I feel like there's some knowledge there that you've forgotten, or it's information that's always been there that you didn't know how to access. There's something within your heart space that will bring truth to a matter or bring resolution to something that's going on internally for you. It is an act of self-care, but it's also an act of gaining knowledge and wisdom and growth. And it helps with being in that when you have to let go of something in that void or that place of the unknown, of darkness, of blankness. It's like a clean slate. It's blank. You're starting over. Meditation is going to be, I think, critical in getting some answers and moving you through this. Next, we have sensitivity. Okay. Sensitivity here, see, is like a delicate rose. The tree of, or there's a geometric symbol behind here. Leonardo da Vinci, I want to say, it's not the tree of life, but it's anyway, it's geometrics here. And I think what this is saying is you can use logic, reasoning, that your mental capabilities to help you with the sensitivity of your fear of the unknown or fear of what's coming next, fear of letting go. You can use, like I said, logic and reasoning to kind of work your way through some of it along with that meditation. So this is a type of self-care too, I think. But also in this picture, there are wings. So I want to say that, can you see that? The wings? You have an angelic guide too that's helping you out. Not just a star or galactic family. You've got protection, you've got help, you've got support. And don't let others' insensitivity make your rose wilt, right? Because the rose on here. Sensitivity is a beautiful, not rare. It's a beautiful thing, and people really tend to stay shut down or not express a sensitivity. It's vulnerability. I want to say that you have an extra special, maybe, you have an extra special calling or mission having to do with your sensitivity to educate yourself, but others, to show, to express that it's a beautiful thing. There's a message there that you have to give to people. And your fear of that, of your vulnerability with it, whatever this is that you have to let go of, has to do with your sensitive, natural self. And being good with that, being okay with that, no matter if other people are okay with that. So there's something with your mission here, with your sensitivity, and the beauty of that, and what that means, and how to share that with people. Let's get some more cards. All right, Spirit or Star Family, tell us more about group number 2, and what they need to know to support and encourage them. We have Crystal Temple. Home is where the heart is. Okay. And I talked about that heart space with meditation. Go home, go back, go within, do that meditation, go within your heart space. You will find home, and it'll help alleviate that sense of blankness, that sense of the void, because you have to let go of a certain idea, belief, behavior, thought, and reconnect with what is home. There's a very big special place within your heart that contains that sensitivity, or I think it's going to inform you more about your sensitivity, why you have it, what your mission is, the purpose, right? There's something about your purpose here and your sensitivity and being comfortable with it, being at home, right? Feeling comfortable in your own skin, being at home within your own self, your own mind, your own body, your own core. Next, we have guardians. Protect, serve, and defend. There were wings here on this creativity, and I felt like that was something that's saying you're protected. This is also saying that you have guardians, you have protection, and you have more than one. There's an eagle on here, so they have a higher perspective. And I want to say there's twins here. You have a pair of guardians that speak to you, that give you messages, and they have such a great higher perspective on this sensitivity that you're struggling with. So when you go into your heart, when you meditate, go within your heart, go home, I think you will find these guys here, and you might be able to ask questions. You might be able to talk with them, get comfort, get some kind of support, knowing that you aren't alone. And this period where you're taking care of yourself and it's like starting over, a blank slate. You're not alone, and they're there to help you create your world or create the next project or move towards your purpose in an easier, more flowing way. Here, okay. Let's get some more cards. All right. What else can you tell group number 2, please, Spirit? Words of support and encouragement. What do they need to know? We have the Mystic, magic. I weave my magic and surrender to the universe. Okay. This is under that meditation card. So this is talking about definitely surrendering to what comes your way when you start meditating. It might take a few times to get used to it, or to be able to sit for longer than a few minutes at a time. Whatever you need to do, you may need to practice, but the magic is there. And surrendering to the universe, surrendering to that heart space, knowing where home is, and talking with the guardians, your star family, angels, whoever's there, and come back to the physical realm and weave your magic. You have magic, and it has to do with this sensitivity. And I know you don't necessarily like that part about yourself, but it's important in developing yourself, and it's important. The world needs it. The world needs to know and see and understand that sensitivity is not a weakness. It's actually a strength. And anyone who can hold that and express that and be in the middle of that, despite what everyone else or anyone else may say, think, or do about it, that sends a strong message. You know, actions speak louder than words. So the action of just standing or being in your sensitivity and not letting others make you feel bad is so, so powerful, and this has to do with your personal mission. Next, we have Maya, the ancient grandmother teacher. I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. Exactly. As you go within self-love, take care of yourself, learn about your truth, learn about your sensitivity. That's what I mean. You are the teacher, and you will show people, and you will change your immediate surroundings, your immediate environment, which then if those people pick up on that kind of vibe that you're giving off, they can then give that vibe to other people. So you're spreading this message of love and appreciation and strength and sensitivity out into the outer world, which we all need. We need to see that. We need to feel that, be reminded of it. And you're the person to do that. Okay, let's get some more cards. What else is there to know, Spirit, for group number 2? Sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. All right. What else is there to know, Spirit, please? Group number 2. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. So skill, craftsmanship, being able to create, right? This person has created a bountiful harvest here with his knowledge and his skill. So you're definitely, there's some kind of skill that either you already know about or will learn about that you can use to create the magic. I weave my magic and surrender to the universe, right? It creates a great bounty for you. And I want to say for those you love too, for the ones closest to you. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's kind of shiny, but you have a lot to give, and being sensitive, like I said, is hard and it's vulnerable, and people can be mean, but you have a gift, you have an ability, a capability that not a lot of people have, and you can make magic with it, and you can create your reality in a way that is very fulfilling and happy for you and those closest to you. Next, we have the Six of Cups. This card is typically about reminiscing, childhood, could be past lives, but these two people are just enjoying themselves, right? It could be somebody from childhood that comes into your life. But it's also sitting on top of the guardians. So I want to say that these people, these two guardians, are someone from a past life, and could be ancestors. Maybe, I don't know. This seems really weird, but maybe you have a twin grandmothers or twin uncles and great uncles, right? These were people, it feels like these were people that were long past that you know of, that were in the family because they were so special that they, their legacy has lived on through your family about these people. Maybe they obviously they were born together, maybe they died together in some accident or just old age. They were always together, and they are ancestors, they're our past life, spiritual guide, and these are the people that are closest to you in the spirit realm and are helping you and around you, and I think that you may have been aware of them. If not, you're going to be now. I think that they're going to come through even more, especially if you take that time to do that self-care, to go into that heart space, find your home within and your comfort, and surrendering and creating all that magic, right? This is all working together, and your sensitivity is key. Next is the Four of Cups. Okay, Spirit is the Four Cups. Spirit is acknowledging that the idea of meditation for you is dissatisfying, and I feel like you don't want to do it. You're resistant. And Spirit is seeing that. It's like, oh, do I really have to do this? Is this what I need to do? And Spirit is saying yes, because that is the key to your magic, right? That is the key to your, well, not your sensitivity. Your sensitivity is key to becoming that teacher, to weaving your magic and surrendering and understanding all of these things and how they work together to create you and what your mission is and your purpose here. So while yes, I understand, and Spirit is understanding that this isn't really what you want to do, give it a shot. We might end up liking it. You may have to practice it, like I said earlier, a few times to do it for more than a few minutes, but it's worth it. It's totally worth it. Spirit says definitely work towards that, no matter how long that takes or no matter how many times. And if meditation isn't perfect, find a way to go within for yourself, whether that's listening to a certain kind of music and maybe it makes you feel a certain way and it helps you drift into a different mindset, whatever it is that will help you let go of the outside physical world and go within. And then finally, we have the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady progress. That is what the meaning of this card is. The horse is there, the horse is moving, but it's at like a walking pace. It's not galloping, it's not just trotting along. It is walking. So slow and steady progress towards your understanding your mission, how sensitivity plays in that, and how it helps you become the teacher ultimately of what you're going to be, because you've got these two guides that are going to, I feel like they're going to whisper into your ear or your inner ear, or give you ideas or make you see things to help you, slowly progress through all of this to get to that point of a wise old teacher and putting your light out into the world. Okay, let's get one last card. One last piece of advice, please, Spirit, for group number 2. What else? What's left to say before we close this reading? Okay, that is the... Oops, can you see that? The artwork? Anyway, it says, gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. Yeah. While the ideas I'm presenting to you aren't exactly thrilling and you're ready to jump, once you start moving through and, the slow and steady progress, getting better and getting closer to understanding your purpose, your mission, and to the point of teaching others, you will have gratitude. You'll be able to look back on all of this and have gratitude, even though you had to face that blankness, that blank slate, starting over, the void. It's all going to be worth it. Get in touch with those guides. There's something about twins, two people, they're strongest. They're the ones that are going to help you the most and probably be the easiest to actually talk to, have a conversation with. And that's what you're going to gain by meditating or doing something to help alter your mind so that you're going within and not paying attention to everything that's going on around you. Okay, group number 2, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste. Hello there, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Petrified wood. Can't see it very well. There we go. All right, Spirit. Give us some words of encouragement and support for group number 3, please. What do you have to say to group number 3? Spirit. Okay, that one just was weird, and I'm just going to take it. Oh, those are too many. So this one was weird, and it fell out, and it's imagination. Okay, your imagination is strong and great and needed. There's something coming, or something that, some kind of idea that maybe you've just like barely like perceived, or it's definitely on a unconscious level, and it's a big idea. It has perspective, higher perspective. I want to say this has to do with something about the earth. Well, the earth is on there, so that's kind of obvious, but it's an earthly physical thing that for you to create your imagination. Okay, let me get another card because it's not really clear. Next one is rooted light. Okay, rooted light. So you are being given light codes, information, light language. You root them into the earth. You bring these ideas into physical form. You have something that's going to manifest that I think you're barely aware of or not aware of. Maybe some of you are a little bit more aware, but it feels like it's just the beginning, like it's like a tease. There's something that's in the back of your mind that somehow can create something, to bring something to this earth, to this planet, to help the planet. And you're getting information. And I want to say you're getting a lot of information. And I think as you grow, or more that you understand what it is that your imagination, or what it is that you can create and bring into this world, the more it's going to come down. More beams of light are going to come down and fill you and give you information, whether it comes in words, visions, ideas, just your imagination. So I think it's more visual because it's in your imagination. There's some way that you see the world could be or should be, whether that is socially or environmentally or politically. There's something coming down from the heavens for you. I don't know if you've identified yet that that's what's happening, or if you just think it's just random stuff that comes to you. It's just your imagination, but there are things coming to you. And as it comes to you and goes through your body, you root it into the earth. So you're going to bring these ideas down from the imagination to the subconscious, down into the physical realm. You're going to go through all the stages that happens through your body. It's going to go down into the ground and root itself. And with this eagle here too, it's from a higher perspective, right? It's from your star family. It's from spirit, the universe, whatever your angels, whatever your belief system is. But I feel a sense of excitement because it's like it's brand new. It's a new idea. It's just something that's just started to form, some kind of weird thought bubble or some kind of weird imagination in your head that, maybe when you first think of it, you're like, oh, that's a weird idea. But let it grow, let it form, let it, mold it, shape it. And there's something great that you're going to bring to this earth, to this planet, to this world. Let's get some more information. Tell us more, Spirit, about group number 3. And what they're going to bring into this physical realm for Earth, for Mother Earth, for humanity, for the planet, for all light beings, beings of all shapes, sizes, origins, right? All right, we have, there is only light Interesting. So this imagination might be in the form of a light. It might look something like this. It might look something like that. If you are someone who meditates, the head is the brightest part here on, and heart. The heart is lit up too. So you have to make sure that you're in your heart space and love what you're doing, right? But there's light and it's shining up your head. So this is all about imagination, what's in your head, what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, how you're experiencing it. All of it is important. All of it is light coming down from your star family, from the universe, from spirit, and filling you with information, filling you with imagination, filling you with ideas and ways to create whatever it is that you're destined to create, whatever it is, your path. Your mission here is to do. I feel like this definitely relates to that. And Spirit is here saying, this is it. This is what you need to do. This is how you go forward. This is how you find happiness and contentment. Next, expansion. See, it's going to help you grow and keep expanding you. And again, there's a person meditating. There's the chakras, right? And that's how I saw that this light coming down, going through your body, coming down. You're going through all the stages, going through all of your chakras. That's what this is showing as well. And both of these show someone in a meditative state, right? So if you don't meditate, I would definitely, Spirit strongly recommends that you start a meditative practice, because the information that you're going to get is astronomical. I find that funny. Anyway, it is information that is only accessible by certain beings, certain people that have the capacity to understand and read this light language. It affects your DNA. It has to do with, for whatever reason, sacred geometry. I guess because of the Merkaba here. There's some kind of sacred geometry involved with this too, and also the sacred geometry of the planet, the ley lines, the geometric lines that are all around the planet. Maybe if you go to one of those places and you start getting information, the light comes in, that is where you can really like root something, root the light and root it into the ground and root it into your being, so that you can be clear and concise about what your next steps are and how to bring whatever this is that you imagine into the physical realm. Let's get some more information. Tell us more, Spirit, about group number 3. What else does group 3 need to know? Please, Spirit. Peace. A peaceful solution is on the way. Okay. Like I said earlier, you're just starting to get this understanding. I want to say, well, this perspective, because the eagle is on here, right? And she has a feather here, and the dove. The dove is recognized as a peace symbol. There might be a point where whatever it is you're imagining or trying to bring into existence, into the physical realm, there's a personal conflict or an internal conflict, and or a conflict with somebody else. Maybe there's somebody that you want to work with to help bring it forth. And I feel like it might not necessarily work out the way you want working with somebody else. So there is, peace will come with this creation. And it's on its way. Or if this is an internal thing, you're hearing what I'm saying, you kind of know what it is, and you're just like, no, this is not a good idea, or no, this can't happen. This isn't something that can be brought into the physical realm. It's only in my head. If it's that kind of conflict, internal conflict, a solution is on the way, okay? You'll be able to resolve that and go forward. Or if it has to do with a conflict with someone else, you will be able to resolve that and go forward. Next is Atlantis. Atlantis has risen. The awakening begins. This card is a wake-up call, right? It's saying you're being called upon to do your mission, or this is your mission, this is your purpose, and you're now being called upon to step forward and do the things that you agreed to do before you were even born in this body. So there's a calling here as well. It's part of rooting that light. When that light comes, when you start getting that information, it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call to your higher self. It's a wake-up call to angels or star beings or the universe, a great consciousness. Whatever it is, you're being woken up to this, okay? And that's part of the peace that's going to come, because it's like it comes to a point where you can't argue with it anymore. You can't argue with yourself anymore, because even though you can't prove any of this and someone else might say it's not real, it's real to you. And that's going to be what helps you feel solid and feel peaceful to move forward. There's no more conflict. All right. Tell us more, Spirit. Group number 3. Words of encouragement and support. Help them on their way, on their purpose. Finding their mission. Taking it to the next level. All of these things. The winged messenger, creation, spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. Exactly. Another winged being. You could see this as an angel, but we've got the eagle, the dove. She's holding a feather. And now we have this, the winged messenger. The information does come from the universe, God, unified consciousness, angels, star beings, ancestors, spirit guides, whatever it is that you feel is correct. But I like to see this person, this angel, it's like they're handing you something with all of this electricity, right? Is in the mind, the ideas, and this the circle or the sphere being like physical form. Like this is spirit saying, here are some ideas now, put it in physical form. Make sure the earth gets this, the world sees this, humanity, Mother Earth. There's a sense of importance. There's a sense of this needs to happen, and don't let fear or conflict, right, get in the way of bringing forth this great gift. Something to do, there is only light. So I want to say this idea has to do with, it could be on the quantum physics level, like everything is light, vibration, frequency. There's a message here about something about that is what is related to what you're bringing to the physical realm, bringing it down. Maybe educating people on what it is to call upon or bring down information from the higher realms. And that, there is only light. It makes me think of there is only energy, and energy cannot be created or destroyed, right? It only changes form. And us, even though we're in this physical body, we're still light beings. It's still light. Our soul is light. So there's something in there that has to do with what it is that you're going to bring forth and create on this physical plane. And then we have the Amazon Queen battle. I am a devoted warrior of the universe. Okay. You may have many battles with this on your journey of bringing it forth, but you got this, right? That's what the Spirit is saying. You're the Amazon Queen, and you are a devoted warrior. So you're also devoted in making sure that this process happens, that you bring forth into the physical realm whatever it is information that needs to be brought forth. It's your job, it's your mission. And I think you take it with pride, happily and willingly, not like, oh, this is what I have to do. Although that might be part of your conflict, and you might have that sensation, but peace will come, you'll be okay with it, and then you'll be a dedicated, devoted warrior to bringing this through, making sure that this happens, because you understand the importance of not only to yourself, but to everybody and everything. Okay, let's get some more information. All right, Spirit, tell us more. About group number 3. This reading seems to be about their life mission. So what other advice do you have? What other information? Well, that's 4 cards, so I'll take it. 4 cards flipped over. Okay, so first we have 8 of Swords. Can you see that? Okay, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is about freeing yourself of ideas that bind you to a certain way of thinking, or keeps you in a box or a cage. And so this card is about recognizing that you are your own captor, or you are the one holding you back. You're the one that's making, I don't want to sound mean, but making excuses as to why it's not working. And this does sit over the peace. And like I said, there's some kind of internal conflict. As soon as you choose to take that blindfold off and unwrap yourself from being bound to those swords, and other tarot cards, that's what it looks like. That's what the picture is. And with this one, it looks like almost like the alligator, like a monkey on your back, right? If you can learn to let go of what is holding you back and understand that it's your own self, that's going to help relieve that conflict and help you see that vision better, or that whatever it is that you're imagining, to help bring it into a clearer picture, to bring it forth. So it's like, if it's fuzzy, it's up in your head, but as you work through it, bring it down through the chakras into the heart space. You go through the mind, you can start talking about it. You go through the throat chakra, you start talking about it with people. In the heart, you start feeling a lot of appreciation, or a lot of love and gratitude for the idea and the ability to go forth. Go down into the will, start acting on it. Find the relationships that help you, and then just root it. It's physical. It's that's kind of the basic as it comes down. And like I said, removing the blindfold or releasing yourself from old ideas, releasing the bonds, will help that process happen and help you feel better about this idea, versus because you're in conflict, it doesn't seem like it's a good idea, or you're worried about what people will say or think, or whatever the problem is. It helps remove that so that you can be more free to go forward. Next, we have Knight of Pentacles. Can you see that? Okay. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady progress, again, in the physical realm. So while you're starting to root the light. You're starting to accept, understand. You're waking up. The wake-up call, right? This is sitting on top of the wake-up call and of rooted light. There's slow and steady progress once you start removing the blindfold and those bounds that keep you in a certain place of thinking and believing and feeling. You'll progressively get through different stages, different ideas, different ways of expressing or putting out there. Brainstorming. You're brainstorming. So you're scheduling, planning time, right? All of that is slow and steady progress to get to that point of actually bringing into the physical realm what it is that you're being taught or told or shown. Next, we have the King of Swords. All right. This puts you, with this progress, with bringing it into physical realm, I want to say that it makes you somebody that people look up to as you're sharing your ideas, as you're working towards bringing it into physical form. I feel like this could be an opportunity to eventually make money, but that's not the goal or that's not the motivation. But this puts you in a position of a type of leadership. It puts you in a position that people admire your mind and the way you think and your visionary ways of how you can see something and then put it into practice, or how you can get information and put it into the physical realm. You're going to be looked up to for that, and you're probably going to be somebody that people are going to ask questions or want advice from. I also think there might be people that once they start seeing the value of your idea, they might want to get their own piece of the action. So I feel like you just need to be wary of those that are trying to get a part of your creation, to take credit for a part or have their own way of processing or bringing it into fruition as well. Maybe a different side. You know how somebody has an idea and then other people come in and try to make it better. It's the same basic idea, but they put their few cents in or their ideas in. So I feel like there might be a point where that happens. But the main message being, you're a king, you're a leader, and at some point you'll be able to sit on your throne and look out upon what you've created and how you've changed the world, basically. At least have changed your loved ones' ideas or changed the lives of people in your local area or your community, something. But you'll be able to sit in that throne and look down and be proud and be appreciated and honored and, like I said, looked up to. The last one is Four of Wands, and this card is a card of success and happiness. It could sometimes be like marriage, and there is a person here, and it looks like a family. So I want to say you're going to be successful. There is a sense of, these people are kind of like sitting on a throne too, but there's a sense, while I don't have a lot of pentacles here, money-wise, it still feels like there's going to be some kind of monetary gain at some point, and it may be a while down the road, but you're successful and you're happy, your family is happy, you're able to provide and care for the people that are closest to you, that you love, that love you. There's just a sense of happiness and fulfillment here at the end of these cards. And with that expansion, that growth, and that being a devoted warrior to the universe brings about that kind of success and happiness and fulfillment and contentment that not a lot of people seek, but don't necessarily attain in their lifetimes. So you're one of the lucky ones that'll really be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, and you'll be well rewarded, and it will feel like you really deserve it, and you'll get credit, and you'll be recognized, and You'll have all the things that you want and desire, and you get to feel important because you are. Okay, let's get one last card. One last piece of advice, please, Spirit, for group number 3. What do you want to close this reading with? That's the artwork. And it says release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Yes. Yes. Release yourself of old ideas, beliefs, thoughts, behaviors, all of that. Release it all. And enjoy your success, okay? Pay attention to the information that you get. And if you're not already being woken up, prepare for that. It's coming. Spirit is waking you up. All right, group number 3. I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste. Hello there, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. You chose the sand dollar here. I got this from a local beach. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and it's so complete. I had to pick it up, and now here I am using it. All right. Okay, group number 4. Spirit, please tell us about what they need to know. Words of encouragement and support, please. Spirit, for group number 4. First card, we have the Enlightened Gut. The Enlightened Gut. That's what it says. Can you see that? There we go. And second, we have Planetary Guardian. Okay. Group 4, you've definitely have some kind of understanding, and I feel like it's in the gut, right? You've known this since you were small, since you were a child. There's some kind of information or some kind of something that you know in your gut through and through, and nobody can tell you otherwise. People have tried, but there's something that you know that isn't typical knowledge, that isn't well understood, or you're not able to verbalize well that other people can understand, whatever the reason, but you know through and through. There's something, some kind of information, some kind of knowingness, and it has to do with being a planetary guardian. I want to say you could be an environmentalist, some kind of scientist, geologist, even something like archaeology or paleontology. It's learning about the past, it's learning about the earth, humanity, that kind of thing. And you are here to protect. That's part of your mission, part of your calling. And it's in your gut. You know it through and through. This should make sense to you. Everything that I'm saying. I feel like you're like, yes, this, I know this. People have been telling me this and this and this, but I know this, this, and this. And so there's that sense, I feel like I'm giving you, or Spirit is giving you, yes, you're right. It's in your gut. You know it through and through. You may not be able to explain it, but in time, you can. You can take the time to go within to try to get better understanding. You could try to connect with your guides, but before I do all that, let's get some more cards. Spirit, tell us more about group number 4. Being a planetary guardian. You've been put here on this earth, in this physical body, to guard, protect, and cherish the earth and all its beings. I don't know why that was, Spirit said that I needed to say that, but that is who and what you are and what you're here for. however that plays out, however you choose to express that. Grounding. Okay. Part of what can help you understand better and maybe explain to yourself, maybe to other people, would be to ground into earth. I mean, you've got earth on this card, tree, right? There's trees and mountains. You're a very earthly being, a very physical being. It means a lot. You understand. I want to say you understand grounding. Whether you are actively doing that or not, day to day, I feel like Spirit says that maybe more grounding can happen, but you know how to do it. It's not a matter of ignorance or not understanding what it means. And maybe feel like me saying that, you're like, I don't know what grounding is. There's some in your gut, right? The enlightened gut. There is something in your gut that knows how to do that understands what I'm saying or what I'm trying to say to you. You know it through and through. So if you need to, go look up grounding, what other people say, get other perspectives. Shielding, grounding and shielding, or centering, grounding and centering is kind of all along the same lines basis. Shielding maybe not so much, but grounding and centering, they are kind of go together. Center into the heart, ground into the earth. Put roots into the ground. Use your imagination, meditate, and feel the roots in the ground. There are other techniques and ways too, but that's just what comes to mind right now. You are the universe. This is important, and I need to pause and give you a moment. You are the universe. You know it in your gut through and through. This has to do with some of that and being a guardian. There's an angel up here as well. You're being divinely guided. And I want to say you're being guided home. This temple here is your home. The earth is your home. You may have had lifetimes as other beings, other star beings that are not of an earthly realm, but earth is your home. You may have lived other lifetimes as other beings to get information, to learn more, to gain perspectives. It's in your gut. You can take time out to get more information. Maybe you're not fully aware of maybe you're only partially aware of the vast amount of knowledge that you have. There's more. And you are the universe. There's a message in that. You're not disconnected, and I don't think that you logically or consciously think that, but there's parts where it seems like there's parts of you that questions or wonders, feeling separate, different, off. There might even be a part of you that feels like you don't belong here, but you do. You are a planetary guardian. The earth has a special place. If this isn't your origin, it still means a lot to you. The earth is your baby, your child, right? It means that much, and you're here as a guardian, a protector, someone to cherish and show and share all of that with other humans, and to help them understand that they are the universe as well. We're all a part of it. And I think you're here as a guardian too, to help people listen to their own guts, right? When you have that gut feeling, right, that intuitive hit, I feel like you're much more aware of that and reactive to that than, let's say, the average person. Let's get some more information. Spirit, tell us more about group number 4, please. What else is there to know for group number 4, please, Spirit? Ancient ones, respect the elders. You're part of this ancient group. You are one of the elders. You know it through and through. You've lived many lifetimes as many different beings. And you want respect for that. Duly noted. You want respect. You want appreciation for what you already know you are. However, to convince humans, there's a lot of people out there that believe that we live once and only as a human. And, well, that's the way it is. And probably not going to convince them of anything. It's not your job to. I understand wanting the respect of who and what you are, whether you're consciously aware of it or just starting to be aware of your nobility, I want to say. You've been around for a long time. You have roots that go way back, and like I said, the earth is a baby or a child to you. I thought it meant so much it was your origin. I'm not so sure now that this is your origin. You may have an origin in another species. And you do deserve the respect of being an elder. However, it feels like so far your behavior doesn't suggest that. I think you're frustrated with people. I think maybe you act out, these kinds of things. So with time and understanding and maturity and ownership, you'll start to get that respect. But let's see what else there is. Justice. Truth prevails in the end. You will. The truth will prevail in the end, even though there are people that deny or argue with you or dismiss you or judge you, ridicule you about these ideas, what you already know in your gut. Justice will prevail. Karma always balances out. That was what karma isn't good or bad. Justice isn't good or bad. At least it's not supposed to be, but it is about balancing energies. So if something is happening too far one way, like a pendulum, right? Swings one way. Now it's going to start to swing the other way, but eventually it will be in the middle. And I think that's what this is about. So you will get your recognition that you want. I think you will get the respect, at least some respect that you want. Maybe not all. But it's going to help fill you, remind you, and keep you on track with your mission this lifetime. And I love that there is a sword here because the sword of truth. There's a truth to... There is a truth to what you already know, whether other people believe you or not. Okay, let's get some more information. Tell us more about group number 4's mission, Spirit. And one card fell out, so we'll start with that one. One more card for group number 4 here, Spirit. Okay, the card that fell out is the Moonstone Star, Passion. I am entering a portal of euphoric love. Okay. Love for self, love for life, love for the planet, love for the universe, love for all. And it's under the grounding. I want to say learning to ground or practicing grounding will definitely help open that portal to help you be respected for who and what you are, and revealing the truth, or people understanding some kind of truth about your history, your legitimacy, your roots, your ability to be a leader or authority on this kind of information or this kind of spirituality, or your mission. There's a passion. I think with the planetary guardian, there's a passion. There's like, I felt before, I'm like, the earth is your baby, your child, and you will do anything to protect and nourish and love and cherish all of these things. And that's what this card is saying to me. It's I mean, I've already mentioned all of this stuff, but this card is confirming that for us here. And that you're entering a portal of euphoric love. So while you've been frustrated that no one's listening to what you know through and through, what's in your gut, learning to ground and learning and trusting in what you know, despite what goes on in your outer world, will help you open that portal and move into that euphoric love of self, of life, of everything. And then the second card is Beloved Zeus, lovers. The cosmic union is destined for greatness. This cosmic union. Okay. I want to say this is a union of your human self, human physical self, and your higher spiritual self. You're tapping into and bringing forth all the knowledge of all your lifetimes. So there's a union there. It's lovers of your lower self and higher self. The feminine, the masculine, positive, negative, dark, light, yin, yang, right? It's the two pieces coming together to form the whole, and remembering your ancient self. And it's destined for greatness. You will be recognized again. You are the universe. You will be in a place of, with your mission here and guarding the planet and all of its occupants, puts you in a position, a high position, a leader type of position where you can really affect change. It's just right now, you aren't seen as the leader, or the way it came across in my head. You're like godlike self, right? You are the universe, and we are all gods in our own right? Because we are co-creating with the universe our realities. So I'm not saying you're God, but you have godlike qualities because of your prior lives, because of your knowledge, because of the truth and what you know, and being an elder, and you've been around for many, you're an old soul, you've been around for so long, and uniting that with the human that you are now. I think you can really affect change and really protect the earth like you want to, and protect all of her inhabitants. All right, let's get some more cards. Tell us more, Spirit, about group number 4, please. Okay, we have, for the first card, Temperance, timing, balance. And typically there is an angel on this card with regular tarot cards. And while this looks like Isis, I believe this is Isis, she still has a winged arm, so it makes me think angel as well. You're being divinely guided. You know this, though. It's in your gut. I wouldn't be surprised if you have a spirit guide or guides that you already talked to, have been in contact with as far back as you can remember. That's part of your enlightened gut. That's how you know the things that you know. But again, balance, right? Balance with justice, with karma. And timing. This card also for me is about timing, about patience, letting the universe go at the pace that it, well, you can't change the pace of the universe. You can try, you can butt heads, you can keep hitting your head on the wall because you're trying to make something happen. But the universe is going to do what the universe is going to do, and it's going to do it in the way and in the time that it sees fit. So you will be respected and you will be seen. What you know in your gut to be true will come out, and people will see and respect that. But you have to wait. You have to go through the necessary steps, step through that portal of euphoric love, whatever the universe deems as necessary before you can get to that point. Next, we have the Four of Cups. Okay. I want to say you are dissatisfied with how the planet is being taken care of. You're pouting, you're upset that people aren't listening or you can't do more. But you've got guides. They are trying to hand you information or give you support and encouragement, even when you feel like this, even when you feel like it's not worth your time, it's not worth your effort. Like this person is just like bent over like, ugh, this is pointless, right? I'm not getting anything done. My cups are upside down even here on the top here. The cups are like, you don't have much left to give, or all of your emotion and heartfelt feelings are just being drained away, trying to do, it's like you're trying to exact justice, and that's not how it's going to work. The universe has to do it in its own time, in its own way. Next, we have the Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. See, a path that's above the a portal to the path to the euphoric love and undergrounding. So you will have all the emotional fulfillment that you can handle with this. It will come. It'll take time. It'll take practice grounding, possibly meditating, changing your thoughts and behaviors with this dissatisfied, impatient, bored even, or not worth it type of ideas that make you want to stay at a standstill or not go forward with your mission. But Spirit is saying, listen to your gut. You are right. You already know, and you can have all the emotional fulfillment you could ever dream of, want, all of that. And finally, the Emperor. And see, then you can finally take your place as the Emperor, as the leader, as the boss, but a fair and just one. The Emperor is above all the kings in the tarot deck, right? And the Emperor sits on his throne, looks out over his kingdom, and is satisfied, right? That is that emotional fulfillment, family, friends, loved ones, the heartfelt, everything, happiness. And you get to be that elder, recognized as that elder for who and what you are. And as the Emperor here, because you are the universe and you've united both parts of yourself. And you are now the Emperor, and you can lead with compassion, love, passion as well, stern beliefs and ideas that you hold dear, and help others who waver from those kinds of ideals that you have put forth to protect the planet and to help the planet and all of her inhabitants. All right, let's get one final card. One last piece of advice, please, Spirit, for group number 4. Okay, one fell, so that's the one we'll take. Oh, it's got a tree on it too. Because the tree here, remember? If you look, and I don't know if I can show it to you very well. There's a tree there at the bottom, right? And it looks like a star in the top. Right there is the tree. Yeah. and then a star on top. I don't know, is that, can you see that? I hope so. Anyway, it says, observation, expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Yeah, that might be part of your grounding. That's part of your truth. That's part of, you know, you're a planetary guardian. So there's even like, there's a matrix of lines, of geometric lines, of ley lines of the earth. Maybe visiting there to one of the lines, getting a sense of that feeling. Maybe that helps you connect to, helps you open that portal, helps you ground, right? The grounding card. To help you expand your consciousness, because you are the universe. I really like this message at the end. This is really great. Okay, group number 4. I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.